All right. Hello. Today I'm going to jump in and show you the finished dollhouse that I have been working on for the past 2 days. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I am Cyber Queen 13, and you can just call me Cyber or Charlie or Cyber Queen or whatever you want to call me. But listen, we're here to talk about the Sims 4 Dollhouse. It's not a build challenge, but I made a dollhouse a long time ago, and I thought I would revisit it. I don't know why I wanted to do it so badly, but I was very inspired to make another dollhouse. And after finishing this one, I now have another idea. And so I'm going to make another one after this, after I take a little break, because I actually like to play with my builds. So we're going to test this house out today and enjoy it. And then when I get bored again, maybe I'll go make the next one. But the thing I want to do differently next time is instead of having the front of the house open like I've done here, next time I'm going to build it where the back of it is open. Because I do realize the backyard is very pretty. But back here, you get this plain wall. And that's going to happen. But next time, if we focus on building the front of the house and then the back of the house is open, maybe it might look different. So I'm very proud of how this turned out. Love this little chimney for some reason. This little whimsical chimney is like the star of the show for me today. But yeah, so I've been working on this for 2 days. I don't know exactly how many hours. Quite a few, because well, I like to just relax and make mistakes, and then from mistakes you end up with something great. So it takes time for that to happen, though. I did do part of this on stream the other day. You can check back on my videos if you haven't been able to see it yet. And then you can see today's obviously is the finished product. So I'm going to take you through so that you can see each room. I noticed that it hasn't been tested yet, but I have noticed that I would like more space next time. Maybe I'll do a 3-story dollhouse with maybe a bedroom in the attic or something, because we have so many gameplay items in the game. It's hard to build the perfect house that could have everything. It might even be impossible. Maybe that's another challenge. Can you build a house that has everything? I'm not talking about a bowling alley or anything like that, but just all the normal gameplay items. Because it's hard. It's not easy. This is a 2-bedroom dollhouse with its own formal dining room. And now with the new kit by Peacemaker, I was also able to do, is it a foyer? Is it a foyer? Is it a foyer? It's a mud room, right? So where you first enter the house, and you take off your muddy shoes and such. But anyways, we were able to add that room on. You have a formal living room. I was able, we haven't tested the house yet, but I tried to add more gameplay items. So I squeezed in a piano back there in the corner. Had not planned on it, so that's why I want to build another house, because there's just not a whole lot of space in this one. It looks big, right? If this was a real house, that's a huge kitchen, right? That's a very nice sized kitchen. But I want a bigger kitchen. I want a bigger dining room. I want more bedrooms, I want a bedroom for every age group, a teenager, a child, an infant. Even a toddler might need a different room than the infant gets. you might be able to combine it. Like this one is combined, but I think I need a bigger house next time I do the dollhouse. And I'm going to do the front of the house so that you get that pretty dramatic front porch and everything. And then it just won't really focus on a backyard. It'll have a front yard. Whereas this one has a backyard. But I do realize how nasty, or not nasty, but boring the back of this house looks. But I have to do that in order to keep my rooms aesthetically pleasing to me. I was able to add a couple of windows in the house. You'll notice here in the family room upstairs, there is a window. And I was able to add a window in the kitchen downstairs. But beyond that, I don't think I put in any other windows. Yeah, just the door has a window. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. I don't know how I picked the worst days to stream, but we had landscapers outside, so sorry for the noise. All right, so let me show you how it looks at night. I love how this house turned out. There we go. See, I like how the lights pop on in the house. It looks so good to me. So I use the glass wallpaper to make all of this work. Very nice to have the glass walls now because you can make a dollhouse and not have to have it open to the elements. That's how we're able to pull this off. I hope you guys cannot hear that noise. I'm so sorry. All right, so let's go and into the rooms here. So we'll start with actually the kitchen. So I wanted it to feel lived in. And one thing for me when doing a dollhouse is my biggest rule is never give them anything that will pull them to come into the last square or the very first square over here. So I think if I can keep that rule, it keeps the layout flowing much nicer. But yes, so we have a very, I think, very homey kitchen. The sink window over the sink is a big deal to me. My grandmother's house was that way. In every house in real life I've ever been in or built, I prefer to have that window over the sink. I don't know, it just makes a house feel cozy, probably because I grew up with, you know, a grandmother's kitchen made that way. But we do have a microwave, which is something I tend to always forget to add until later. So, and I'm loving all of the new kit items. Honestly, this stuff looks like custom content. That looks like some cereal and macaroni or something. And then we have the cookie sheet out and the scale so that you can, you know, get just the perfect amount of ingredients. You also can shop from this bag and eat cereal from the cereal box, so that's pretty cool. Then we have our formal dining room area. This took me a little bit of time to figure out what to do. Still not 100% sure I like it. I think I like it though. The reason I say that is with a dining room, it's, I don't know, you just need space for lots of people to be. And I also want to display food, which is hard to do all the time. But if I didn't put the flowers and the candles on here, they would just put dirty dishes. So now what you're left with is very little space to display food. I think you can put maybe a dish here and a dish here, but you can't just lay out a ton of food because your Sims will definitely put their dirty dishes and they'll mess up your house quick. They will wreck your house very quickly, you will see. So just for the aesthetics, I went ahead and added the candles and the flowers to the little tables in the back instead of leaving space for cakes and cookies and turkeys, and that's what I wanted to put there. But yeah, we also have to remember the game mechanics. aren't going to allow you to do some things. The next room is the living room or the family room. This room took a little while. I wanted to have so many things for you to focus on, for your eyes to get distracted by. And so it took a little while to clutter this one up. But I think I did okay. The Sims can come in and they can play music and they can listen to music or entertain each other with the piano. We have grandmother's quilt here, and I was able to put some family pictures on the wall. One thing I'm very happy with from EA now is they have been more diverse with the pictures, and so you're able to put pictures that represent your family or closely represent your family. And I'm very glad that they went ahead and included the rest of the world and not just, you know, a small group of people, but every people, because every people, you know, that's who's playing the game. So that's nice to have more people included in the thought process there. So I did add some sorry about the camera bouncing around. I did add some items that should function. I'm not 100% sure if this tea set works. I think it does. I hope it will work. I would love to see my Sims sitting here entertaining their guests with some tea. And then look at these cute little birds, guys. I don't even remember what pack this is from, but I fell in love with this little structure here, and it comes with so many different colors. But I thought, you know, that little bit of red on there is eye-catching, and that's what this room is for you to get lost and look at all the new trinkets, you know, the little things to look at. All right, so that's the family room or the living room, and then we have the main entrance. If you're not entering through the kitchen, you're going to be entering through this door. Hi friend, good to see you. My house is all finished, just giving the final walkthrough. I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a great day, especially since my landscapers have stopped making all that noise outside. Good to see you. Okay, so this is the mud room. Thanks to Peacemaker, he got to make a kit for the mud room. We did use more jackets from Mount Komorebi if you have that pack, but yes, we have our little area where you can drop your keys and your bags before you come into the rest of the house. But yeah, I love the way the doors all line up right here, gives some depth to the house. Yay! I'm going to be uploading this as soon as I test it. We're going to test it. I guess we can test it on stream. But yes, we've got the umbrellas. The umbrellas actually function. I don't know if everybody knows that. If you click on them, you can pick the type of umbrella you want. I did go through and put the light switches everywhere. And we have an alarm system on each door, just in case the intruder comes through the kitchen. There's an alarm in the kitchen as well. And then we have our AC unit. I did try to clutter up this space, however, EA did not. Well, actually, I think there might be a slot here, but a lot of items don't fit there, so I kind of gave up. Sorry guys, but that's space for you if you decide to let your little simmies play in this house. One thing I want to point out is these little tennis shoes that come with this kit. I hope we get more shoes. I'm very happy to have that pair of shoes. I love how they're not perfectly lined up. They're like how you normally kick off your shoes, you know. I hope we get some more, even with a shoe turned on its side, you know. It's those little details that make a house feel like it's lived in. So looking forward to more clutter like that. And we have this basket. I just noticed it's cutting through, but don't worry about that. All right, so that is the first floor. Give you one more good peek at it. We did go ahead and put the chandelier from the nursery. There's a kit for the nursery. I thought it made this room look very, not grand, but just, what's the word I'm looking for? This is a very, very homey room, almost like if you had a grandma, you know for sure that everything in here is hers, right? Everything in here is hers. So this is just a very comforting room to me. I think I would feel very comforted in here. Maybe all of your grandma's collectible prize pieces, you know. And you can make a little drink here as well. If you don't want the tea, you want something a little stronger, you can use this in case you don't want to put a bar in your house. This actually functions as a bar, but only gives off certain drinks. Yeah, I feel like a grandmother that would be her favorite room. If not the kitchen, obviously every grandmother loves the kitchen. And then we have the finished kitchen here, like I said. I did go in and put in a little bit more clutter so you can see your keys hanging here on the wall and your mailbox. I also added, now there's a little waste can here, but this thing fills up. And so you're going to need a bigger trash can to empty your trash. So what I decided to do, instead of putting trash outside where it was going to break the immersion of my little house, I went ahead and used this trash can, which actually lets you recycle your garbage. So if they do use the waste cans in the home, they can dump their trash here, and this little sucker will basically compact your trash, and you never have to have a dirty, nasty trash can outside. It has an antique feel. That's the word. Thank you, friend. Yes, that room has an antique feel, which to me would just be so cozy. So cozy. I wish these phones worked, but they do not. They are decorative. I'm very happy to have them. At least I can have them for decoration. Because not everybody wants a cell phone. Some people still use a landline. I know a lot of companies and businesses still use landlines. So I'm not quite sure why EA hasn't put that back in the game, or why they took it out at all. Because, you know, if you go to a business, they have landlines. Not everybody's on a cell phone. Let's go upstairs. So on my next house, my next dollhouse, I'm planning to do, well, I'm thinking I might do a staircase in the middle, and that's just so that you have better access without walking through other people's bedrooms. This way you can put a bedroom on each corner. But yes, this is the second floor. Let me give you a little flyby here. Very proud of how it turns out. Crossing fingers that it's going to actually function, because we're going to test it today. And you get a little balcony from your bedroom here. This is the nursery. Love how it turned out. It took me a while. Going through all those rugs in the game took me a long while to figure out what color scheme to go with, especially since EA did me wrong. Y'all, EA did us wrong. Not every item has a matching color swatch, and that's going to make it complicated, especially if you pick a color that you thought you had every item to. So this is the bathroom. I'm going to go through real quick here with the walls down, and then I'll put walls up because it's hard for me to control the camera, especially on the second floor. But let's give it a try. Okay, it gets rid of my shadows. Sorry about that. Let's put the roof on. So here it is with the roof. I was able to pull back that porch roofing. It looked a little weird sticking out. You'll see it again later. But let's go ahead and go into the build. Why am I not able to control my camera? Okay, there we go. So this is the master bedroom, or the primary bedroom, and I did my best to to add enough details to where it looks lived in, but it doesn't look cluttered. It looks lived in, but it doesn't look cluttered. So we have your little journal or diary with your glasses. You have your little mints, or in my mind, these look like a little mint tray. But it might also be maybe an incense burner, I believe. It looks so good, like a real life dollhouse. Oh my gosh, thank you. That is such a wonderful compliment. Thank you. Thank you so much. Over here, we have a little area for you to make yourself pretty, feel pretty. We have a music box that actually functions, guys. This music box actually functions. Little Bella spins, I believe, and it plays music. And then we have your little jewelry and an area where you might write some notes. And then we have a separate freestanding mirror here for you to see your Sims enjoy how pretty they look. Those are animations you're not going to get if you don't have a big mirror in your room. So make sure you're adding your mirrors. They do it in front of a small mirror, but it always looks more realistic if they've got this long mirror here. So I went and tried the best I could to add paintings and pictures everywhere. We got some newspaper clippings, maybe some family members were in the paper. I love how personalized this room feels. We've got maybe grandpa's favorite watch or dad's favorite watch. And yeah, just I really enjoyed putting this together. The last thing to show before we go into the nursery is this cute little basket with the green blanket. It's very fall, right, because of the pumpkin, but I think it goes well anyway because of that green blanket. So I don't mind that it's fall. I feel like the lighting in this house feels very warm, which was my goal. That was my goal. So we're gonna go out here just so we don't have to go back. But yeah, so this is going to be the little balcony that you can step out on. Okay, so this is the nursery. I did go with the color yellow. I figured yellow would be gender neutral. There are a couple of items that don't fit the color scheme, but you know, you got to work with what EA gives you. So this is what I've come up with. I'm hoping that everything is accessible. We've got a few items in here that actually have functionality. So your toddler will sit here and play while you watch. You can just maybe read a book. There's a bookshelf right here. So I'm hoping you'll grab a book and have a seat while the baby is playing. We also have, this doesn't function. I'm not sure if this little, what do you call it, baby bag functions, but aesthetically it's very, very cute. I love this right here. This is so cute. Look at that. That would be a cute little picture. Let me see. I hope I got the picture. Okay, so yes, so we have the little baggy bag. I used to have this diaper bag. Thank you. I'm like, I used to have this. I couldn't wait to get rid of it. Couldn't wait for my kids to get big enough to get rid of that diaper bag. But now I just wish I had my babies back as babies. No, my kids are all grown up, but sometimes you do miss your little babies. So, but this is the nursery. I was able to add another window. I forgot about that one. The little bumblebee. I just had to have it once I saw it was yellow and it fit the room. And it added so much personality to this little nursery. We then have the little play mats. Yes, I have doubled up it. That is another rug underneath, but I think it looks really good and just gives baby more space. Then we have some cute little paintings on the wall. And this is a toy box that actually functions. This is a bassinet that I believe functions if you have a baby in game. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it works as a bassinet. And then when the baby ages up to a toddler, they can sleep in the toddler bed. I think they can still sleep in this bed as well. Now, one thing I need to add is a little trash can. I forgot to add the trash can, but I'll add the trash can before I upload it. And then this is the changing table. It obviously functions. Also, we have a couple of little knickknacks up here just to give you more things to look at. This is from, I think that's the basement kit, this little dish right here. And then we have another music box that also functions. So lots of things to explore when you come into this particular home. Over here, I had a struggle trying to find more paintings, anything to dress up the wall, so this is what we settled with. Not mad at it at all. I think it looks okay. Could use more pictures. Could always use more pictures. All right, so we're going to pass through here, and we're going to be in the family room. Okay, this is where the family gathers. All right. Let me go back over here so we can get a different viewpoint. Okay, so this is going to be where probably 90% of your Sims time is spent. Okay, it's going to probably be spent in this particular room. And so I tried to add things for the whole family, just in case you know, everybody's in here at the same time. One thing I didn't want to do is clutter it so much that you can't see things that are behind it. The thing with the dollhouse is you're only going to be looking at it from one angle, which is this angle. So you should be able to see every item and what everyone is doing from this angle. And so we had to move things around a little bit. I'm hopeful that it's going to work out, but we're going to test it today. So over here, you can grab a book, obviously, have a seat on the couch and enjoy a good novel. We also have plenty of board games. These do not function. They do not function. Let me see. I love the curtains over the door. Thank you. Thank you. I like that too. It wasn't something I was sure was gonna work. We're gonna have to test it. I hope it works. But I like that too. Thank you. We've added more family pictures up here. Just maybe some trips or vacations they've taken. And then in case you're not aware, this big painting in the center is actually a functioning TV. Guys, definitely go through all the swatches. You will be surprised that there are so many nice swatches to choose from. We have the family phone up here and your keys, some magazines to check out, and we also have a cup of tea with the latest book that you might be reading. So just to make the house feel lived in, that's what all this clutter is about. Most of it doesn't function. We do have our little bonsai. If you want a real one, a real functioning bonsai, there is one in the game. But yeah, I couldn't add everything. That's why I say I think I want to do another dollhouse, because I wasn't able to add all of the things I wanted to add. So all right, so next we have why is that on my screen? Oh, get off my screen, EA. You are so intrusive right now. I remember so often they used to say, we don't want to be intrusive. Get off my screen. Oh my word. Okay. Sorry about the interruption there. So over here, we have, okay, so now I'm missing furniture. Hold on. Okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you, EA, for that interruption. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. So here is the family computer. We also have a phone on this side of the room, again, just in case you are not using cell phones. And just a little bit of clutter, because we got to have clutter somewhere, right? We have another music box over here just for more gameplay items. We have several rugs. I know you may be saying, what is going on with all the rugs? I couldn't make up my mind which rugs to use. And then I felt the rugs kind of centered the room. I really wanted this light right over this rug. So this rug is right in the center of the house, and it's right in the center of the room, I should say. And then over here, when your kids are playing, you don't want their knees to hurt, so they needed a rug or a mat for their little dollhouse. So that's why that's there. And then I picked green because, you know, that's the theme I'm going with is green. The dollhouse looks good though, doesn't it? This dollhouse is what gave me the idea to do another one, because I didn't get to put in the windows. And I'm like, ooh, maybe I should have. Maybe I should have put in the windows. So we'll do another dollhouse. This one has 3 floors, as you can see. And we're going to do a dollhouse again. So, but this one is our first. Well, actually, I think this is my second dollhouse, because I did a dollhouse theme before. But see, this one, they decorated the front of the house, right, with the trees and the plants and the front porch. They did the front of the house, but they leave the back open, which is your typical dollhouse. But that's not what I ended up building. You guys are walking through what I built. So, and I'm not mad at it. I like the way it turned out. But yes, you've got your little dollhouse. You've got your more pictures over here. Man, the pictures really do bring in, I don't know, so much personality. And now we're going to be able to collect butterflies. So that really means something. You know, that pack is coming. Maybe we'll be able to have a little display case or something with your collection. We'll see. I don't know how EA is going to do it. Then we have the painting, of course, because this is your entertainment area. So you're going to need lots of things to do up here. You can watch television, right? You can read a book. You can go on the computer. You can play Dollhouse. You can paint over here. And so really loving this. This is another kit. I'm not hating on the kits anymore. I've gotten so much gameplay out of adding more kits. And I know it didn't add gameplay, but it gave me an aesthetic that made my gameplay be more enhanced. So not mad at it anymore. And then we have jewelry making, which is another gameplay item that I suggest you start adding to your houses, because this will make it to where you can make jewelry, share jewelry, sell jewelry, and display jewelry. And there's just so much you can do with that. So I went ahead and it's a very pretty piece. Look at all the details on this thing, you know. And I've added that picture frame. I added the little car, and I added the what is this thing called? Ooh, I can't think of it, but it's little ink for writing letters. And then I have diplomas on the wall. So the one on the left is your, is that the regular high school diploma? And the one on the right is your honors. Somebody let me know if you know which one is honors and which one is just your regular high school diploma. But this is it. Let's go ahead. And I know someone's going to say, hold on. So you can walk straight through this way, right? And then you're in your room. But someone's going to say they're going to fall down the stairs. And I can promise you, your Sims will never fall down the stairs. However, I did not choose to put up a chair rail, arm rail, because it looked ugly. And it looked ugly. So I didn't do it. So ignore it. You can add it when you get your hands on this. If you're going to download it from the gallery, I am uploading it right after we test it today. But I didn't do it. I also didn't put a door because I like being able to see straight through. And the Sims themselves consider this a door. So you don't have to worry that someone's in the bathroom. You can add a door here, and maybe I will later, but for now, it's easier for me to give you a tour of the house when you can walk straight through. So that's just what I'm doing for my doll houses. The Sims still recognize it as if it were a door. So, all right, so this is the finished bathroom. I think it turned out very nice. I wasn't happy with it at first, but once I started adding, you know, your robes, your towels, plants, it filled out, and now I love it. Now it looks really good to me. And then this is actually by luck. It's not the same pack as all of this, but the metal matched perfectly, and the green swatches for the towels matched perfectly as well. So I'm really happy with how the bathroom turned out. Yeah. We've got our separated shower. I've got to see if they can get in here through here. I hope so, because otherwise you're going to mess up my little display area. Your Sims have to have access to turn on the water, but otherwise you can put this in front of the bathtub, which is fine. Hopefully all of this tests just fine, and we will see. So that is the tour for our house. Let me show you what I did in the backyard. That's the front. And then back here, like I said, I did go ahead and shrink the roofing on this back porch. It was sticking out way too far and it looked weird. So you're not protected from the rain out here. I think the bottom floor is, but not the top floor. I mean, who's going to stand out here in the rain, right? But yes, this is the backyard. If you are wondering where I got the backyard idea, well, I didn't. So if you go into build mode and go into rooms, right here, styled rooms, you can then go to outdoors, and there are all these rooms that EA has kindly already made for you. So the room that I'm using is already here. It's right here if you have the Backyard Riviera Retreat. That is what I used. There we go. No, I'm trying to get out of there. Anyways, yeah. So that is what we've used. Now I'm trying to get out of the tab mode. Yeah. How do I get this to not show too many things? Like, I just, whatever. And maybe inventory? Maybe not. All right, well, just ignore it. I don't know how to get this bottom screen off of here. We'll just do that. All right, so this is the backyard. And I've put out a picnic basket and table so that you can come out here and just have some lunch. And then over here is the outdoor area for your Sims to come and relax. I have it on nighttime because I want you to see how it lights up. And then the water actually comes out of that fountain as well. So it's very peaceful out here. Very, very peaceful. There's even a little lemonade tray, so you can come out here and lounge. Now, I don't know about multifunction, whatever, multitasking. I don't know if Sims can lay back and drink. I mean, they sold us that, but I don't know if it functions that way. Be nice if you could have a lemonade and lay back on the lounger while you're drinking it. And then this is the entry into the house. So I just kind of copied the rock formation that came inside this area. And I think it turned out okay. So let me make it daytime because I know it's probably frustrating to look at it at night. Yeah. So the little rock formation thingy is what they had done right here. And I thought it looked so good, so I just duplicated it all the way around the house. Well, mainly around the backyard. And I've always noticed the real big mansions that you see on TV always have the lawn cut like this. And so I've been wanting to do that. If you have a yard big enough for it, I think it looks pretty cool. And it gives me Alice in Wonderland vibes. Am I the only one that gets Alice in Wonderland vibes? It might just be me. But they do have access to the backyard to play in. And then I didn't know what to do with the front. I actually gave up because I didn't want you focusing or being distracted on the front yard. So that's why I'm just going to leave it like this and upload it. Because you're not supposed to focus on the front yard. You're supposed to focus on what's going on in the house. So I didn't want to add anything up here, but you guys, when you download it, it's yours. You're more than welcome to tweak it the way you want. I do hope people will make their own dollhouse. It's not hard. So I hope someone won't just take mine and change it and upload it again. It took me several hours to do this, and that's all I gotta say about that. Just, it's not hard to build your own little dollhouse. So, but definitely when I upload it, I'm gonna upload it with the hashtag dollhouse. So hopefully there's even more people doing it. Like I said, I did a dollhouse once before, and I did a high school in the shape of a dollhouse as well. And they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. So I encourage everyone to build a dollhouse and put a hashtag dollhouse when you upload it to the gallery so that others can find it quickly. But yeah, that is the finished product. I hope you like it. We're going to test it out now, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it works. If there are no changes necessary, I'll go ahead and upload it today. So let me do that. Let's see. Okay, we got to change my reshade to gameplay. Puts a little less stress on my computer, especially since I'm streaming at the same time. And let me go ahead and save this. So I don't know if that's the best view. I think it is. That's good enough, right? Or do we want it at nighttime? That's morning. Let's see what it looks like at night. Oh. I think you can see the objects in the house better through the window. know. And you can see the backyard and that it lights up out here. I think I'll keep it the nighttime one. All right, modern meets traditional in this 3-story home with extensive landscaping. Okay, well, it's not 3-story. We'll change this to 2-story home. How about modern meet, you know what, it is kind of modern and traditional. Modern meets traditional in this 2-story home with extensive landscaping. I'll keep it, should I keep it Oakenstein or Dollhouse? This is where it's located. If you left it this way, would people know where to put it? I think you can tell where it goes just based on the lot in front. So yeah, this one shows where it is. I think everybody knows this is Willow Creek. So let's change the name to Storybook. Is Storybook one word? Storybook House. I need to see if that's supposed to be one word. Give me 1 second. I gotta Google. Oh, it is one word. Storybook. Okay. So Storybook House or Storybook Home. We'll do Storybook Home. Okay, so modern meets traditional in this 2-story home with extensive landscaping. It's nice, but how about wait, hold on. Modern meets traditional in this 2-story home with extensive landscaping. Bring this dollhouse to life with this modern meets traditional. I don't know, that's not flowing. Bring this dollhouse, oh no, watch this dollhouse come to life. How about that? Watch this dollhouse come to life with this modern meets traditional. Okay, watch this dollhouse. That's too many spaces for some reason. Watch this dollhouse come to life with this modern meets traditional 2-story home with extensive landscaping. All right, that sounds good. And then I'll put hashtag CyberQueen13 and hashtag dollhouse. Also, we can put what else do we want to put? Dollhouse. I don't know. Dollhouse. Family. And I I think that's all we need. All right. So there's 1 bathroom, 2 bedrooms, but you can kind of see it when you're looking at it. I guess I could already do it. And then we're gonna just save. So, okay, so if it works fine, we'll just upload this one. But now we gotta go in game and actually play it. So here we go, guys. I don't think I changed anything, but I'm gonna save because I don't know if the details stay just on the upload or if they're here. They're probably not on this, but that's okay. All right, let's go to manage worlds. We're gonna drop in a character, give it a little test, give it a little walkthrough. I think I have the perfect candidate. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I have a nice little sim. You know what? Let's use my girl's sim because this is custom free and she couldn't possibly mess anything up. All right, so we're gonna give my girl some money here. And let's go check out this dollhouse. Now, I'm not sure if it's daytime or nighttime, but we're going to test the dollhouse thoroughly. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay. Oh, and complete. Milestone complete, apparently. All right, girly. Have at it. This is your new dollhouse. Okay. So let's see what first thing she wants to do is cook a grilled cheese sandwich. Let me make sure she doesn't have any bad luck. Oh no, we're not cooking today, girlfriend. We'll let her go in the kitchen, but we're not going to let her cook. Uh-oh. Already we have an issue. Already, right at the front. Oh, no we don't. Hold on. Pause. Have a quick meal. Oh, she must have heard me. She thought twice about cooking. Even she knew she had some bad luck today, I guess. All right, so it looks like she can get to everything in the kitchen. I wasn't worried about that, so we should be okay. Oh, we're using the microwave. That works fine. Let's do it like a dollhouse. Let's watch her like a dollhouse. We can just sit right here and watch our dolls play. We can watch our dolls play. So she's getting her food. Hopefully you're going to go eat in the dining room. Yes, she walked right around that little stool that a child could sit there and watch mommy cook. All right, so she's enjoying her dining room. Very nice. This is our dollhouse. If you want to go in, you can. The sink is working just fine. She's not happy about that meal. Let's see what she chooses to do next. Oh, she's going to go straight for that television. I told you guys that's where they're going to spend most of their time. Look at our little doll coming to life. She looks like a doll. This actually gives me the vibe of the fairies that EA just shrank our Sims and made them fairies. I feel like that she just feels like a doll. So she's able to walk through that area perfectly fine. She's now using her family room up here and enjoying some television. So far, so good. Dining room works, kitchen works. I did not put a dishwasher, so maybe that'll be something I add. Okay, we've gotten the comedy skill apparently. So we are going to have to test some things, girl. So go do something else. Let me see if I can make her go use the bathroom. Oh, it's raining, but it's not affecting our little people because we have a glass wall here. Okay, so she's able to use the bathroom. I want to see if she can take a shower. We'll see if the sink works fine. Sure it should. All right. Now, can you take a shower? We're going to take a bath apparently. We need to test that too. Yep. So she can get in the tub perfectly fine. We've even got some privacy for her. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? Since you're looking at them through a dollhouse. All right. Now can we take a shower? We got to test out this shower. I'm a little nervous about this shower situation. I mean, the game let me put the items in front. Oh, thank you. It works. It works. It works. Perfect. Okay. All right. So next we're going to have her. What should we have her do? We'll have her come. Oh, she's going to go to bed. Let's watch and see. Perfectly fine. Perfect. And there she goes. She's going to bed. Now we're going to get her up because we're here for a reason. Sorry, little sim there. All right, so hold on. Oh, now she wants to go outside and start the fire pit. But we're going to wait for that. We're going to wait for that little one. Come and sit here. Oh, look at the incense. I didn't know they automatically turn on. They work automatically. You don't even turn it on. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that. Yo, I thought that worked like Spa Day, but I guess it doesn't. I wonder if it's just aesthetics. Like, does it give you a vibe? Oh, look, guys, she wants to have babies. I wonder why. I wonder why. Okay, so we have this music box that automatically turns. See, I thought we had to turn it on, but you don't have to. Look at all these little moving pieces. I love it. Let's have her try and calm down. I don't know what she's getting a little too silly. I don't know why she's acting silly. We'll do that, and we'll try on outfits. All right, so she's got her room there. Okay, girl, try on your outfits. You can also change clothes here. I don't remember if they opened the door. Let me see. Probably not. Change outfit. We'll put on. Let's put this on. Oh, my girl's feeling a little flirty now. Oh, see, they need the animation of opening that cabinet, but they don't have it. All right, so I want to see if she can come here and access this little area. I think so. So maybe if you do have a baby, you won't have to move that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure she can access the toy box. Yes. There's no need to go over here. Let's see if we can rock in the rocker. Okay. And we don't have a baby to test this on. But we can clean it. So if you can clean it, then you can use it. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Next, let's see. Can we sit in this chair? I don't know if I put it too close. I just noticed it might be too close to that coffee table. Oh no, it's fine. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Oh, she's going to take a little nap. All right. I'll let you have a tiny bit of a nap. Let's go ahead and do a painting. We'll just start a little painting. We're not going to finish it. This is so cool. This is so cool. I don't know if I want to play in any other house after this. Like, just imagine if this house was full of Sims. You would just see everybody at once living their lives, doing what they want to do. You know? That's amazing. And you can just keep all floors up and you can see the whole house. I love it. We could see somebody down here getting a snack, you know, someone down here lighting the fireplace, you know, kids playing. Oh, it's so great. Okay, so let's use the computer. Let's have her. Here, we're gonna scrap that painting. And then, no, we're going to scrap it, honey. She's like, but I don't want to. All right, we'll put that in your inventory. You can have that. Have a seat here. So that works. Therefore, the computer works. And then I think this, play music. Yep, there's the other music box. Yeah, a little bit creepy, that music. A little bit creepy. There's another music box that works in here, so you can turn it on in here as well. Little creepy music box. She's insisting that she wants to come out here. So let's let her go light her little fire pit. Yes, honey, it's raining. Did you just notice it? Of course. Of course we have to burn ourselves. But this is nice. We have this little area here. Let's go sit here for a second. Like I said, I did give a backyard area. But next time I'm going to build the front of the house, and then maybe I'll put things out in the front of the house. Now, can you get lunch from this? Set up picnic. Requires food in the basket. Oh, okay. Oh, she says, speaking of food, let me go in my kitchen. So we can watch her go in the house. And she's going to go clean her microwave. All right, and then I think I want to have her test the piano because I'm a little nervous that she won't be able to get to it. Marshmallows. Where's she going to do marshmallows? Oh, we're going to go outside. No, we're not going outside. Sorry, little Sim. Okay, come over here and have a seat. Perfect. So we can get to the piano. Perfect. And what about if we light the fireplace and play some music? I forget you got this creepy color coming off of there. Wow. All right, so she wants to go back up the stairs. Wow, and we got the incense going over here. Oh my God, I'm so surprised about this one because I did not know that it stays burning. I love that. Oh, I love that so much. Look, the house is alive, guys. The house feels alive. I almost want that in every room now, but that's okay. All right, so let's see, what's she doing? She's up here watching television. But we're gonna have her, let's see, design jewelry. Oh, we're not doing that. I'm pretty sure that's gonna work because you can walk past it, so you can access it just fine. Okay, let's see. We want to go back downstairs. And we want to test to see if this tea set works. So let's have her come and have a seat. Serve tea. All right, there's some tea here. We'll have her drink some tea. Oh, please have a seat. Oh, don't just stand there and drink tea. I guess she's gonna stand and drink the tea, but I was hoping she would have a seat. Radiant Mystique. Okay. So she goes and she cleans the dish. All right. I don't think I'm going to add a dishwasher. That's just one more item that's going to break. All right. So I think what I'll have her do is try a drink. We'll have some sherry. I'm sure that said cherry, but... Okay, so she's going to have herself a little drinky drink. Whoops. Little drink. And then she'll go clean up her dish. Because she's got to keep her pretty house clean. All right, I would say our house passed. I don't know if you can sit on these. Let's test it out. I would say the house passed, and in that case I'm going to be uploading it momentarily. By the time you watch this video, you can go download it. You'll be able to go download it. Yeah, she can sit there. Oh, my girl has to go to the bathroom, so we'll let her handle her business, but I think that's pretty good, guys. That is the dollhouse. Where did she go? Oh, she went to the bathroom. That is the dollhouse. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, I got one thing that's off, is this mailbox is way over there. I just noticed. It dropped the mailbox way over here. So, I might pick a pretty mailbox and put it over here, right by the stairs. I think that's what I'll do. But other than that, that's gonna do it. Let me see. Maybe we can, I don't know if I can do it while she's here. Ooh, so nice. Look at the chimney. Look at the smoke coming from the chimney. Oh, I love my little dollhouse. Oh, you know what else? I was gonna put lights out. I was gonna put, you know what? Maybe we do have some more building to do. All right, let me have her leave. So we'll go to manage worlds. Actually, hold on. Manage worlds. Okay. All right, so, oh, I got to get her out of there. Hold on. Okay. This is my other save, so that's why you're seeing all those characters. All right, so let me, house. Storybook. Okay, storybook. So we're going to test the one we have. We'll come over here, go to build mode. So this is what you'll get when I upload it. But to test what we have, we're going to put this in furnished. Yes, I did use move objects on. I sure did. All right, let's make sure everything is still where it's supposed to be. Everything looks to be the same. No mailbox out here. No mailbox because no one's moved in. So we're going to put our mailbox where we want it. Yep, everything looks to be where it's supposed to be. Okay, so what we'll do is choose a mailbox. Let's see, mail. Which mailbox do we want? I'm liking this one. I've been liking this one. It just looks weathered, but it also blends in. Let's see. The stick that it's on, the pole, doesn't change color. Or does it? I don't think it changes color. So you could use this one and it wouldn't be as noticeable, which I'm thinking of using that one. That's my first choice. But let's look and see what else we have. You've got this one. That might blend in pretty good too. And then there's the fairy one, if you're into that. I don't think I'm going to use the fairy one, but it's not bad. And I think it blends in too, actually. Actually, it might blend in better than the other one. Maybe we do use the fairy box. I think it blends in pretty good. Excuse me, what do you guys think? I think that blends in pretty nicely. Either that one or this. I actually think that other one blends in better than this. I think I'm gonna keep that fairy box after all. We could go through the swatches. Let's see. Because I've never used this thing. That's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, that's not bad either. Okay, so either this one or this one. But I think this isn't bad. I think I'll use that one. I'll keep the one that's on there. Yeah, I think it blends in pretty nicely. Now, the other thing I wanted was some exterior lights. I don't know if we need them. I don't know if it'll be distracting. It might be distracting. So maybe I not use lights. So back here, you can get to see the, what are these called? Fairy lights. And they only stand out because it's dark back here. If I go put in street poles like this, which is what I was planning to do. Let me see. Okay, so I was considering adding some street lamps like this, you know. And you could, but should you? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I think I'm gonna not put the lights because I think it detracts. I think it takes away from you looking at the house, which is the main objective here. But what we could do is on our next build where we're gonna actually build the front of the house, then it would make sense to go all out and decorate the whole front of the house with street lights and cars in the driveway and all that good stuff, because we're going to focus on the front of the house, and then when you go around back you would get this view with nothing blocking your view. But in the front of the house you'd have your driveway, your front porch, just like back here we have our backyard, you know, games and things out here. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So this is finished. So let's go ahead and save it again, because we did add our mailbox so that it doesn't end up spawning on the other side of the lot. Let me double check everything is still in place. I don't think we touched anything, so everything should be where it was. Everything looks like it's still in place. Okay, so final walkthrough. This is our final walkthrough. Yeah, it looks like they didn't take anything off. You gotta be careful with the TS4 because I'm like, wait a minute, you moved something. But no, everything seems to still be where it was. So I think we should, oh, what's up with that door? There we go. You just delete it and put it right back. Everything looks like it's where it's supposed to be. Okay. Alright, my light switches are where they're supposed to be. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to add. Good thing I'm thinking about it. I wanted to add a waste can to the diaper pail thingy thing. Just double checking everything is still in place. Sometimes if you delete something, the game will act weird and delete other stuff too, but it didn't. Looks like everything is where it's supposed to be. So I need a waste can for this baby basket. And I knew that was going to happen where it wouldn't snap on. Oh, look at that. It's snapping this to this side. Ooh, that's a problem because I wanted my little toys over there. We could move the toys. I don't know where I'd move it to. But if you use this, you kind of need a garbage can up here. So we're gonna have to move this. There we go. But then you won't see it. You see? That's not good. The whole objective is to put everything out where you can see it. Let's see. That's kind of blocked by this basket. mean, it's not bad, but I don't like that they're lined up on the same line like that. Sorry about the noise. We could do it there. Oh my gosh, the noise. I'm so sorry, guys. I deal with this every day. Alright, so I can't say I'm 100% happy with where that bag is, but I don't know. What should I do, guys? Should I get rid of the waste can? I don't know. Let me see. I can't put this here. I think that'll be blocking the parent, and I don't have a parent to test it. So you know what? I'm going to put it back where it was, and I'll let you guys decide. You can add a waste can up here if you like. And then you figure out where you want that basket to go. Maybe you don't even want it in your game. I don't know. But I'm going to leave it up to the player, because I think aesthetics are more important to me right now. And she doesn't even have a baby, so I'll cross that problem when I get to it. Yeah, because I don't want to move my basket. So we're going to leave it there. And we're going to go ahead and upload our house. I believe everything is still in place where it should be. And then when you guys get it, you can add the basket back yourselves if you so choose to. All right, so we're gonna upload. We have everything here. I'm gonna put nursery hashtag not me acting like I can't spell nursery. I want to double check, because I felt hesitant there for just a second. I'm pretty sure that I spelled it right. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I hesitated. I'm like, is there an R? Nursery or nursery? Nursery? Because we say nursery, but it's nursery. Okay, anyway. 2 bed, 1 bath. And if you see that it has hashtag nursery, then you know. Dollhouse. So hashtag CyberQueen13, hashtag dollhouse, hashtag family, and hashtag nursery. But if you guys make a dollhouse and you put up hashtag dollhouse, I'll easily be able to find yours. Maybe I'll show some off. I'm sure there's tons of others out there. So here we go. We're going to save as new and upload. Hopefully the gallery is working, and we'll upload it for you guys right now. Uh-oh, that's taking a minute. Uh-oh, it doesn't usually take this long. Oh, EA, come on now. I've worked on this so many days now. Of course there's an error. Of course. Alright, well, I'm going to make sure I save it. Lot already saved. Okay, well, I don't know why you couldn't upload. Let me go over here to the gallery. Storybook. nursery, share. Not sure why. Okay, this time it went through. We'll go ahead and mark it as a favorite. Or not. It didn't let me. Let me go over here. Okay, so nursery, favorite. I don't know why it's dragging. It never takes this long. My internet is acting crazy. Or the website is. But either way, guys, it is on the gallery now. If you are interested in playing in the Dollhouse, I do own all the packs. There are some things in here that were not, I don't know what's taking so long, but there's some things in the house. Yeah, whatever. Showcase. Of course, right? Just of course. Yeah, I don't know. The gallery is acting weird right now, but it did say it uploaded, so it should be on there for you guys if you want to grab it. But yes, I do have all the packs. I don't shy away from using things that I paid my money for. So I'm sorry if you don't own everything that's in the house, but there are some items in the house that you can easily replace. Like, I know everybody hates that Journey to Batu, but I do like some of the build items. So in this house, there is the kitchen light is from Journey to Batu. You may have seen that, guys. It's up. It's on the gallery now. So let me see if we can go to the gallery. I may just not be online. I don't know. But no, because it said it went up. So but yes, the light in the kitchen is from Journey to Batu. I sized it down so that it would fit, but you can easily replace that. You don't have to have Journey to Batu. There's some other items. That's why I do the tour online, so you can see everything through the trailer or through the video, and you can see the items I use, so that when you download it, if you don't have everything, you can just substitute it for something that you would prefer. I don't know what is going on with the gallery right now. I'm trying to double check that it's on the gallery. It said it uploaded. And then I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'm going to come back and play, but y'all, I probably won't stream it. I'm just going to play. All right. Come on now. Come on, gallery. Come on, EA. Get your gallery working. Max is curated usually pops up very quickly. I don't know why their stuff always loads, but all right, well, it's not working for me. But you guys did see that I did get the notification. Where is it at? Not that one. And not that. Okay, well, we did have a notification that it went up, so it should be on the gallery for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will make a dollhouse yourselves. This is the little light I was talking about from Journey to Batu, but you don't have to use that. You can use any old kitchen light that you want. I just like the way it looks when you size it down. But yes, this is our dollhouse. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll come back and stream again later. Not sure what I'm going to be streaming, but yeah, enjoy the dollhouse. I hope everybody has a good rest of your day. Have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever time zone you are in. Bye-bye. We'll just go past this house one last time so that you can see everything in here. Yeah. I like how it turned out. I like it a lot.